and welcome to my channel. I'm Mandy Grace. Today's video is my mid-month chit-chat. I'm also not feeling great, so I am in my pajamas and drinking hot cocoa, and I have a splitting headache, and I don't know if any of this is going to affect the overall quality of this video, but we're going with it because it's Sunday, and tomorrow's when the mid-month chit-chat is supposed to come out, so here we are. So if you haven't seen any of my previous mid-month chit-chats, or if this is randomly your first video on this channel, this is just a video where I normally drink some tea out of this mug, but today it's hot cocoa because I need some comfort drink or something. Also, it's freezing. Last time I looked at my phone, it was 0 degrees. Like, actually 0. Anyway. Yeah, so this video, I just sit and I chat about the month up until this point. So that's what we're going to do. In the last mid-month chit-chat, the first thing I discussed was the fact that I had made a new intro, which I was kind of excited about. If you saw that mid-month chit-chat, you might have noticed that today's intro was a different one. After a couple of weeks of the last intro, I was like, I don't think I like it that much. So I refilmed stuff. I actually really enjoyed that. I spent like an hour throwing on different outfits and filming random clips of me doing things that I normally do in my vlogs or whatever. And it was super fun. I did not use 90% of the clips that I had made, but it was a lot of fun. I don't think I'm completely satisfied. Okay, so when I first made this new intro, I was like, this is great, I love it. And then I used it for a couple of videos, and now I'm at the point that I kind of want to refilm a new one. So things that have been happening in February up to the 14th. Let's see. Oh, in January, I didn't talk about this in the January mid-month chit-chat, I don't think, because it wasn't out in the open yet. But in January, and also still in February, because we're still going through it, I have started to get character art done, which is not something I've done for any of my stories before. But I am loving it, and once I save up some more money, I'm going to do this for, like, everything. Robin Hood, my dystopian trilogy, this is going to be so much fun. But I have to save some money first. Ugh. I wasn't going to buy any books in 2021. What year is it? I wasn't going to buy any books in 2021 because I don't want to be spending a lot of money. And then I was like, character art! So, yeah. It's fine. But anyway, I did that for my Arthurian-inspired story. I feel like when I started this story, it was much more Arthurian-inspired, and then it sort of branched off into its own little world over here. That was hot. Anyway, point being, I have 5 portraits being made of my main character and her best friends, basically. And I might at some point do Arturius and the Knights as well, but he's not as important. I've shared Messiah on my Instagram. I haven't shared any of her friends yet. I have most of them done at this point. I think we just have 2 more to get through. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun, and I've been loving it, and I adore the portrait of Messiah. I do like them all so far. And I have character art, which is fun. Things that have been happening this month. Publish and Thrive. So in the interest of not spending any money, I enrolled in a class. Wow, I'm really failing at not spending money. But I haven't bought any books, which was actually the goal that I made, was not buy books. The point was don't spend money, but the goal I made was don't buy books, and I haven't, so it's fine. But anyway, yeah, so Sarah Cannon from Heart Breathings, she has a YouTube channel here, also various other things. You can go check her out. She's pretty awesome. Anyway, she has this class called Publish and Thrive, which helps indie authors to be indie authors. And it's been really interesting so far. I actually have gotten a little bit behind. So when I finish this, I'm going to catch up on Module 1, because this week is Module 2, but it's fine. Anyway, it's all been really interesting stuff, and I'm learning some things, and we're still in, like, the generalization stuff, but we haven't actually gotten into the stuff that I'm really interested in, which is the stuff that I kind of make up as I go in publishing my novels, so I'm hoping to learn a lot in this course and be better at publishing my novels. Or more professional, or just, know better how to market and sell. I don't know. I'm hoping to learn things. In the writing world, I outlined with both Story Genius and Save the Cat, because I like Story Genius, but I'm not super in love with it. But anyway, you can see that whole experience if you need to. But I outlined Lance's story, which is book 2 in my sort of Arthurian-based story. I think I'm going to save writing it until April for Camp Nano, so it's going to sit for now. Yeah, it's just going to sit and be happy. And in the meantime, I'm hoping to get through a read-through of Messiah so I can take a bunch of notes on book 1 with, like, overarching issues or plot holes or plot threads that were sort of a thing at the beginning and then dropped off. Like, there's one character who was supposed to be like a mother figure, mentor person, and I know for a fact that I stopped writing scenes with this person after, like, chapter 3. So, yeah, there's things like that I need to look at and see if I want to just cut this person all the way out or if I need to weave her into the story, that sort of thing. Anyway, but I'm not making the changes right now, I'm just reading through it and making notes. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Except I only did the 3 chapters on the day that I outlined Lance's story, and I haven't gone back to it. And it's been like 2 weeks. So this is slow progress. I'm a busy person, okay? I can't do a lot of things on weekdays because I'm a nanny, and by the time I'm done with 10 hours of children, I am exhausted and I go to bed. Or I binge Netflix, which is basically going to bed. And then, on weekends, if I have anything else to do, like, there's only so much I can do in 2 days, you know? And recently what I've been doing is reading the confusion in the reading world. My goal for 2021, if you don't already know this, is to get through my very large stack of books that I physically own but have not read. There's also a handful of borrowed books that are just sort of in the stack as well. Yes, I'm trying to get through all of those in 2021, which, with a little bit of math, came out to about 4.5 books a month. Which is great. I made it in January. Barely. But I made it in January. So I had high hopes. But yes, we are on the 14th, which means I have exactly 2 more weeks. And I've only read 1 book. Granted, it was an 815-page book. But I've only read 1 book. So, yeah, I gotta read 3.5 books in the next 2 weeks. Which I might be able to do. We'll see what happens. My plan with Story Genius, because I really do at some point want to write a book the way Story Genius wants you to write a book. Because twice now, I've done it halfway. So when I first read Story Genius, I was doing the prompts, which is like basically the brainstorming of Story Genius to get to the point where you can start writing scene cards and outlining or whatever. So yes, I did the prompts with Messiah's story, which had already been written. Like, I had 90% of the first draft already done, so doing the prompts was sort of cheating. I mean, I did learn things, and I did drill down into the story and figure out the deeper story. Like, I had a surface level thing, and then I had a sort of slightly deeper thing that I wanted to weave into it, and then I did the Story Genius and was like, no, this is the heart of the matter, which was great. But, like, also kind of cheating because I already had the story. And then the second time I did the Story Genius method, I did the prompts with Lance's story, and I really, didn't necessarily know what was going on because it's Lance's story and I haven't written that one. So I did the prompts more correctly that time, but I didn't follow through after the prompts to continue writing the story the way the Story Genius does, because I really did not want to. So, I still need to actually do the Story Genius method from beginning to end and see if writing a book that way is a way that works for me. Because the prompts are great. I've done them twice now. I love the prompts. I'm probably going to use the prompts as brainstorming for every story in the future because they were great. But I was wary of doing the actual scene cards because it's just not the way that I write, and I don't know if it will be compatible, and I didn't want to do it on a story that I love and then come to accidentally hate the story because I hated Story Genius, which I don't hate Story Genius, but I'm afraid that I will. So, I'm going to use this Story Genius method from beginning to end on my crime novel, which I love my crime novel, but I quit writing it because I just wasn't able to do it, and I really did not necessarily have plans to go back and finish it because I could not do it the one time that I tried. So, while I love that story, and I would love for it to, like, be an actual book, yeah, I wasn't necessarily gonna finish it. I just wasn't. But if I do it with the Story Genius method, it's not going to break my heart if I hate the Story Genius method, because I wasn't going to write this book anyway. But if the Story Genius method works, and I can get this crime novel that I kind of love into an actual book, that would be amazing. So that's my plan. I don't know when this is going to happen, because right now I'm going to be editing Messiah's story and writing Lance's story, and then I have book 3 and 4 in that series to do, and if my initial outline of the series is somehow incorrect as I write the next books, there might be more books in the series, and I'm kind of stuck right now. Kind of stuck. But if at some point I have free time and or get sick of writing medieval fantasy, I will do the Story Genius with the crime novel and see what happens. It's actually a thriller. I mean, there's crime involved, but this is a thriller, and I'm super excited about it. I wasn't able to finish it. I wrote it for NaNoWriMo 2019, I think, and it's way outside of my comfort zone in terms of what I generally write, and also my computer broke down, and that entire NaNoWriMo was a disaster. There are at least 4 vlogs of that adventure, if you feel the need to go check them out. Also, I'm pretty sure I posted the NaNoWriMo vlogs super late because I didn't have my computer because it was broken and everything was just a disaster. I think I posted them in like January. Anyway, whatever. It's definitely not the point of this video. Anyway, the point being, at some point I will do Story Genius correctly, all the way. But in the meantime, I will keep using the prompts as brainstorming because I really enjoy them. And I think that's kind of everything. My idea at the beginning of this year of like taking off of YouTube a bit, still making my videos but not pressuring myself to do them, has actually been really nice. So I told myself I only had to do Saturdays, and then if I have more ideas, then I film them and I want to do them, then I could do them on the Mondays and Wednesdays, which was my previous schedule. Which in January worked really well because I got all my Saturdays, which was great, and then I had a bunch of other videos that I just did, so that I ended up with almost 3 videos a week for the entire month. But I wasn't feeling pressured to do it. I just happened to have ideas and I was excited, so I did them. And if I missed a day, I wasn't like, ah, dang it, I missed a day. I was like, okay, it's fine. Wasn't supposed to post that day anyway. So it's all been really, really great because I love making my YouTube videos. I love filming them. I actually really enjoy the editing process, and it's fun. But it was also starting to get mildly stressful. So that was the whole let's take off time. Whatever. But this month, I haven't felt any pressure whatsoever. I feel great. But I also have, like, kind of stopped posting anything, it feels like. Hold on, let me look at my schedule. Maybe it's not as bad as I think. And I don't mind. I'm not going to change this or, like, force myself to get back into the stress of having to do it. But I definitely think I've been posting less. Let's see. I did the Monday on the 1st. Which was actually supposed to be in January, but, you know, I was feeling super relaxed and didn't care. Finished Messiah was the first Saturday. I did another Monday vlog. I missed yesterday's Saturday vlog because it's the reading of Confusion, which I think is coming out on Wednesday. It's fine. So technically I've only missed one Saturday, because there's only been 2 Saturdays, so I only had 2 videos I had to do. And I've done 3 videos so far. So hey, yeah. I guess it's not quite as bad as I was thinking, but I haven't been caring, I guess. I've just been doing it when I feel like, when it's fun. It's fine. I kind of like this, to be honest, because then I can enjoy making my YouTube videos without being like, YouTube videos. But I also want to be consistent so that people know when to expect videos from me, which is mostly Saturdays, Mondays, or Wednesdays. Yep. we have now come to the narcissistic part of the video that I don't particularly enjoy, but here we go. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from my channel. There's also a little bell that you can hit, and it'll, give you notifications so you don't miss future uploads, which is fun. I talk about books that I'm reading and my writing journey and lots of fun stuff on this channel, so stick around.